God, no one wants to employ me. I mean, I'm a 2 foot tall man with a great, stylish beard. What am I to do? Deep Rock Galactic is the Gold Rush meets planetary horror game. You and 3 other fortunate employees get dropped on the planet Hoxus 4, where you must fight hordes of nasty bugs and complete your job for the betterment of the company. But first, what is the gameplay of Deep Rock Galactic? Are there rocks? Is it deep in the Galactic? Well, it's a 4-player PvE game, sort of like COD Zombies or Helldivers 2. You're given a task or missions, and you must complete it the best that you can while surviving the onslaught of bugs. Now, Deep Rock Galactic in-game is a company that employs dwarves to gain minerals for the company in order to feed your higher-ups corporate greed. I mean, better the company through hard work and dedication to your craft. Now, you're probably wondering, what type of tools do you need to complete these so-called jobs? Well, you get the ability to express your God-given right, called the Second Amendment. That's right, the weapons in Deep Rock Galactic range from crazy space weapons like the corrosive sludge pump, a weapon that fires out nasty booger green sludge that melts enemies, to the Lead Storm, a kick-ass fucking minigun with 10,000 bullets that really feels like 25 because you never stop shooting. The game is split up into 4 classes. You got the Driller, Engineer, Gunner, and Scout. The Gunner, believe it or not, mostly focuses on shooting his guns. Who would have guessed? At the large hordes of evil fucked up bugs. It's arguably the most simple class, but that doesn't mean it's not important. Its weapon kit mostly consists of high-powered weapons that will tear holes through any bug in your path. Even its secondary weapon, which is a fat bastard of a revolver, and it completely atomizes literally anything that dares look in your direction, like a newborn baby. As gunners are mostly focused on wave clearing and crowd control, they are also given a large bubble shield that surrounds them in order to protect themselves in the rare occasion that you're not obliterating everything in your path. Though, you can also use it to protect other players and cover important zones that you need to occupy to complete a mission, showing that despite being the murder machine that you are, love and friendship and teamwork are an important element to bringing everyone home. The Engineer is a class that focuses more on building up your defenses and supporting your fellow blue-collar workers with cool, helpful machinery, similar to the Engineer from Team Fortress 2, or for those less mentally stable, Torbjorn from Overwatch. A large part of the Engineer's gameplay is setting up these sentry turrets in important locations in order to shoot more bullets from more guns. You gotta just stick these little buddies down and let them rain hell on the extra bugs that your gunner doesn't decide to steamroll while holding W. However, because your turrets put out a lot of range pressure on the bugs, the Engineer is mostly known for bringing a shotgun and SMG as their primary. One of them is even like a really educated one. It may not have the most firepower, but in war, calculated always comes out on top. At face value, you may look at the scout's guns and find them kind of plain. I mean, he only has assault rifles and shotguns, nothing too special, but the real enjoyment, the real bread and butter, comes from the scout's insanely fun, super fast moving, grappling. That's right, you essentially become fucking Spider-Man as you swing around these massive caves with your sick ass grappling hook, climb over bugs and blowing their stupid little fucking heads off. Oftentimes, the scout is scouting ahead for the team. It says it on the tin. They're very good at reaching those hard to find resources and staying out of danger. At all the classes, this one relies the most on your ability to move around quickly and effectively.
See you, suckers. Much better.
Now last but not least, there's the driller, equipped with 2 massive ass drills. Your main objective is to, you fucking guessed it, dig. You are a mole. Your entire existence is digging. You need to collect materials in the ground, build a pipe through a floor or wall so you can reach the objective, face the giant dirt wall that leads to riches. Go, my driller. Your weapon kit is full of several weapons capable of hitting several enemies at once and applying different statuses, like the burning flames from your flamethrower, the frosty debilitating ice from your cryo cannon, or the corrosive acid with your corrosive sledge pump. You're given plenty of tools to assist you on your hectic journey underneath toxins, but your synergy as a team is the only way to complete the mission safely. But even with all these tools, the residents of Hoxus aren't interested in letting you go free. Now, to protect yourself from the evils of Hoxus 4, such as, but not limited to, this guy, or even this flying dude, you're gonna have to work together. Why are these alien creatures not allowing God's created image, you, to complete your job, you might ask? Well, it's because as it turns out, drilling deep underground is loud as balls, and these blind fucks hate you for it. So yes, as you do your best at getting your job done, please keep in mind the endless horde of aliens bugs that want to obliterate your soul. Now let's talk about the jobs or missions that you will do. They span a wide array of funky fresh objectives, all differing in length and simplicity. The first mission the game introduces you to is a Morkite mining mission. Now, what is Morkite? Well, Morkite is an energy supply in this universe, so there's your fucking incentive. Go fucking mining for it. The Drill Dozer missions are missions where you ride on the precious, adorable Driller Dozer, protecting it from hordes and hordes of bugs, to get a super rare mineral at the end. Liquid Morkite missions, where you play Planet Coaster and build an oil pipeline that you can rail grind on in order to mine precious liquid Morkite. Another type of mission are boss missions, where you try to kill very big and very, very scary bugs. There's plenty of different missions that spice up the gameplay loop of mission-to-mission grinding. Not to mention, every single level is randomly generated, meaning that no 2 missions will play even remotely the same. Now, if you're somehow thinking, holy cow, this is so boring, I'm so bored, this game sucks, well, 1, you're wrong and dumb, and 2, there's even more content to sink your teeth into. The anomalies are random events that occur over the course of a mission. Ever want to fight a trillion little shithead bugs? Look for the Swarmageddon factor on missions. Want to suffocate in a cave with 3 other players while fighting more bugs? Look for the low oxygen faction. Apparently auto-fixation is more common than you think. Do you want to run for your life from a giant exploding ghost that wants to turn you into a stain on the cave wall? Apparently Deep Rock Galactic scratches that itch. There's also positive anomalies, like golden bugs and a high speaking voice. The possible combinations are endless, and lends the game its highly replayable and addictive nature. By completing missions, you earn various types of currencies. They can all be used for many different things, all of them improving your ability to kick bug ass. It's called a fucking paycheck, and some of you ladies fucks have never earned one, but now you can with Deep Rock Galactic, and they have great rates. They pay you after every mission. Every time you risk your life in the planet Hoxes and live, you'll be rewarded with epic credits. These credits and the minerals you find allow you to make your guns epic, and also allow you to make overclocks. These sweet, succulent credits also allow you to buy the best thing ever, which is a reward in of itself: beer. All of that is great, but I don't want to forget to mention the greatest thing about Deep Rock Galactic: being an alcoholic. Finally, a game where I can get so drunk that I'm about to go blind right before I get in a rocket ship with a giant drill, fly deep into a planet's crust, and then die to horrifying bugs with nothing but bloodlust and apparently an appetite for a fat, hairy dwarf whose bodily fluids mostly consist of at least 70% beer. There's even a skin in this game called Jaundice. Yeah! There are many types of beers, and the developers are constantly adding new ones. My personal favorites are Flintlock's Delight, which, when drinked, explodes you in random directions at random. What's not to love? And Wormhole Special, which, when drinkated, can teleport you either outside the space shuttle in space, don't know how I'm breathing, or inside the drill before the mission starts, which is just kind of goofy. But there are bunches of other beers for you to drink yourself silly with. 2? Who knows? Amongst all the fun of getting drunk as balls are the fun things you can do in the hub while under the influence, like play jetty boots or play the barrel hoop minigame. Both are really fun. There's also an achievement tied to the barrel, and it's absolutely miserable to get, and I still haven't unlocked it after 180 hours. No, though, something about these barrels really speaks to me. I kinda want to go mess with them. They're just so kickable. And I just really want to move them around and put them in the launch bay. Barrels. Let's put the barrels. Drop bay. In the drop bay. In the drop bay. Fuck you, Mission Control. Now let's talk about what part of the video are we on? The Endgame. So you've upgraded everything you wanted to. You've maxed out all your characters. You played hundreds upon thousands upon bagillions hours of this game, and now you think you're fucking done? Well, you are just completely wrong. Because let's talk about overclocks. You thought your gun was cool? Let's mod that shit, okay? There's a bunch of overclocks. Some are simple, and some are just absolutely game-changing and ridiculous. But first, let me explain them. There are 3 types of overclocks: clean, balanced, and unstable. Clean overclocks offer net positives with no negative drawback. Balanced overclocks offer positives with a slight nerf. And unstable give you a large positive and a very heavy nerf. The more unstable they are, the crazier they get. For example, the Gunner's minigun has a clean overclock where it reduces cooldowns and also gives you more ammo. The Scout gets one called Electrifying Reload, however, where every reload shocks an enemy that you have shot. There are tons of ways to get overclocks, but the main grind is weekly core hunts and deep dives. Cube? What are deep dives? Sit the fuck down, I'm getting to that. Deep dives are the second in-game mechanic, which is a gauntlet of missions that you have to complete back to back. They aren't unlocked until you prestige, and they change every week. There's both the easy deep dive, for those looking to try out the mode, and the extreme deep dive, for those battle-hardened miners looking for a maddening challenge. Both are completely different and range in difficulty massively, and both reward you upon completion with a blank core. This blank core, when combined with any of the random events that can spawn in the level, allow you to get overclocks. Now, if you're somehow worried that this isn't enough Deep Rock, then you need not worry. The developers of Deep Rock are amazing. They constantly put out free new content, and they even implemented a battle pass that's free every season. So there's no need to buy into the content for the season. And even if you do happen to miss out on that season's content is always accessible even long after the original release. There is no FOMO to be had, thanks to the great business model pushed forward by these developers. Speaking from my own experience, however, I have 172 hours in Deep Rock. I'm playing it currently as we speak. It's one of my favorite games of all time. If you're looking for an endless, replayable game that keeps giving you content to play with 3 other buddies, then I wholeheartedly recommend you try out Deep Rock Galactic. Shit's only fucking $30 and it's one of the most fun PvE games ever made.
That's it, lads! Rock and stone!
Do you have it, Josh? Fuck you! Fuck you!